In this video, I would like to give information about the manipulations that may happen to you both in the market cycle and in your life. Have a good time, everyone. Manipulation is behavior designed to use, control, or otherwise influence others for their own benefit. It creates momentary disability in our perceptions. It can even be described as psychological violence. Let's start by giving some examples. If you want to relieve someone's tension, ask them questions involving numbers. This often takes them out of their emotional state and into the void. To make someone feel guilty. "It's okay, I was expecting that from you anyway." To say it leads that person to think that he or she is such a person. If you want to find out who someone likes the most in the environments you enter. When everyone else is laughing, pay attention to who that person is looking at. When people laugh, they look at the people they love. By telling the other person that there is a memory problem, and that he/she remembers incorrectly, you can cause him/her to disconnect from his/her own perception of reality. If you want something big from the other person, ask for something smaller first, and he/she will accept it. In your second request, it will be difficult for the other party to say no, as they accept it the first time. If the employee compliments you while shopping, you are more likely to buy that product. We can protect ourselves from such situations by keeping the distance between you and people, not trusting quickly, thinking well when making decisions, testing whether they are truthful or not. So what are the types of manipulations we encounter in the crypto market? How can we protect ourselves from them? This part is very important for all of you. The most widely used type of manipulation in the market is the method we know as pump dump. Manipulators regularly raise the value of a coin until it becomes large enough to grab your attention. At this point, they present positive news exaggeratedly, if any. By spreading false information, they create the impression that the instant price is still very cheap. It is at this moment that the victim falls into the trap because our fears come into play, which prevents us from thinking rationally. We face a situation of fear of missing out. As more investors continue to invest in the coin, whales regularly take profits and discharge. They target low market cap projects that are not usually in the top 100, low volume, traded on restricted exchanges. These are the baits that we can think of as GM and swallow easily. Before the start of the spike, we need to act as carefully as possible by not making quick decisions in cases such as suspicious high volumes, sharp price movements in small exchanges. A sudden low cap project starts to be heard on social media. Initial market cap scam. The part that shows the value of a coin is not its price, but its cap value. Teams of projects that have not yet been listed want to create the impression that the coin is very cheap in order to generate more demand at the time of listing. To do this, the data they manipulate is initial circulation supply. According to this equation, the lower the circulating supply is shown, the lower the cap value. So the coin is very cheap. They usually do it this way. At the moment the tokens are created and listed, they pretend that the amount that will unlock the people who invested in the pre-sale is not included in the initial circulation. At the time of listing, some teams or exchanges intervene in the initial price at the time of listing in order to increase the value of their projects. Although such interventions are generally more common in decentralized exchanges such as PancakeSwap, Uniswap, this can happen if the token is listed as a listing price on centralized exchanges. For example, X coin will be listed on Exchange A, and Exchange A accepts to buy X coins instead of cash. Let's assume the listing price is $1 again. If the interest in this project is high, that is, the orders of the buyers are more intense, the stock market starts buying with its own bots at $1 in 0 seconds. On the other hand, if investors like us are conditioned to buy, we sometimes enter orders without even looking at the price, sometimes thinking that it is still cheap. In this case, the exchanges create a large volume, as well as making serious profits. In this video, we touched on the subject of manipulation in cryptocurrency markets. Thanks for watching. I have one last thing to say. Haven't created an account on cryptocurrency exchanges yet? I leave the commission discounted reference links for you in the description section.